emptiness, quantum fluctuations, dust, ice, gravity, mass, pressure, ignition, the birth of a star, heat, excitement, too much excitement, explosion, red giant, bloated, self-destruction, obliteration, white dwarf.
Stupenda, brillante, grazie.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this, the last meeting of Club Singularity, the club where everyone's a star. I'm your host for the evening and the president of the club. It's great to see so many new faces here tonight. Can I ask, are there any visitors from interstate? Yes, where from? Melbourne, I was there last week. It was just like Rome, Bella Roma. Can I ask, are there any visitors from overseas? Are there any visitors from out of space? Yes, welcome to our core members, ladies and gentlemen, the true believers here behind me. I see you've all found a place to get relaxed and comfortable. Just make sure it's not a black hole. Or we'll never retrieve those overdue membership fees. Can I just say, it's been an absolute incredible adventure and total privilege to have contemplated the cosmos over what seems like light years with you, my fellow astrophiles. It's great to see you all made such a special effort on this special night. You all look fabulous. You especially look fantastica. Right, well, let's get things moving and start the meeting as we always do with our sacred pledge. Paul, can you please distribute the inflation paraphernalia?
Oh, and by the way, members, last week's meeting at the raffle, the winner was raffle number red 186F. That's red 186F. Will the winner please see me after the meeting to collect your space toy? Are we all ready?
We, the assembled, in the noble tradition of the stargazers of the dreaming, the Babylonian skywatchers, and the esteemed astronomers of the Shang dynasty, of the thinkers, the explorers, the observers, Cecilia Payne, Albert Einstein, Galileo Galilei, we promise, through mind and measurement, through observation and imagination, to uncover the secret workings of the cosmos, to shine light on the interstellar darkness, to reveal the nature of heavenly order as we contemplate our origins and our destiny in the vastness of this infinitely infinite universe.
When I was a little boy, living with my family at the back of a suburban milk bar, of a night, I used to love sneaking out the back and climbing my mother's beloved fig tree. It was covered with all these tattered old bed sheets to protect the fruit from the birds. I'd climb to the highest branch, rip a hole in the fabric and look out into the night sky. It was so covered with stars, I was convinced they were just within reach if I really stretched out my hand to grab one. And one summer night, I did. It tasted so sweet. And that stargazing has continued to this day in this room with all of you. So thank you, members, and thank you for being so punctual tonight. Now, if there are no outstanding matters... Sorry?
Where is tonight's guest speaker?
I'm sorry, there's no guest speaker, that's been cancelled.
What? You told me you would get Brian Schmidt.
Yeah, I tried, I couldn't get through, all right?
Oh, God, I only came for Brian Schmidt.
Brian Schmidt found God.
No, oh,
Yes, it's unfortunate we do not have a guest speaker, but look, we still have a very full agenda. I've included all your favourite presentations. Please, let's not argue tonight.
I don't see my gravity presentation.
Okay. Gravity presentation before item number 7.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Yours is in.
Can I just say, everyone, I was being driven across the Hay Plains last night, across New South Wales in my convertible, and I was told it is the best vantage point to see the curvature of the Earth. Is that true?
I'd have to Google it.
Surely the best place to see the curvature of the Earth would be from the moon.
She means from the Earth, not the moon.
Excuse me, where are you going? There's a limited tab on the bar tonight. Members, will we please just get back to the agenda now? Just put that back. The two key phrases for this evening are quantum mechanics, the study and measurement of subatomic particles, and Einstein's theory of relativity, the measurement of everything else.
When you were being driven across the Hay Plains in your 1969 Jaguar Roadster last night, how do you know what you saw was really reality? Parallel universes exist, you know. They look just like ours. But you're not there.
If I can just start by referencing that magnificent point just before the Big Bang.
Excuse me. In the standard model, there is no before the Big Bang.
He just wants to use the classical definition of the Big Bang.
Thank you.
In physics, classical refers to Newton's work, and I don't think that's what he's talking about.
Let's not be too technical.
Too technical!
The classical definition of Big Bang being an infinite point of smallness and an infinite point of density.
That's not the Big Bang! That's the singularity! Do we have to go through this every single time? The Big Bang came out of a singularity, but it's not the actual Big Bang.
The Big Bang came out of the 11th dimension.
Oh, I think it's time we all had a drink.
That's a very good idea. Paul, can we please have some music? Ladies and gentlemen, the bar is now open. Your barman DJ for tonight is Paul. And our member special is the Milky Way cocktail,
crushed ice, vanilla vodka, 1,000 billion stars, a touch of Angostura bitters, and cream. And while you're there, why not try Paul's new gravity wave cocktail? See you at the bar.
Members, I'd like to propose a toast to the Large Hadron Collider.
To the Large Hadron Collider! To the Hubble Telescope! To the Hubble Telescope! To the Mars Curiosity Rover! To Paul's gravity wave cocktail! I'll dress up in gossamer clouds of interstellar dust, held together by an asteroid belt. You'll step out in solar flares with brilliant sunspots and take me dancing through magnetic fields. Hold me close with your gravitational pull. Keep me warm with your nuclear fusion. Serenade me across time and space. To time and space. I feel dizzy when I contemplate the universe, when I think of your eyes, the ground begins to turn. I feel dizzy looking up into the sky, chasing constellations. Confronted with the beauteous expanse of your nakedness, disarmed by spiraling galaxies, spinning endlessly apart. My fiery desire in a cold, cold universe. I feel dizzy, dancing round and round the kitchen, drinking too much, thinking of your private parts, holding my breath, anticipating combustion. The danger of inferno will be replaced by the danger of creeping loneliness and the steady state of bland stability.
largest moon, Titan, may have water beneath its chilly surface, an essential ingredient for life. Titan boasts methane-filled seas at the poles and a lake near its equator. Data from the orbiting Cassini spacecraft, which took gravity measurements for a glimpse of its interior, indicate Titan gets squeezed and stretched depending on its orbit, suggesting the presence of a buried ocean.
That was very beautiful and disturbing. Reminds me, members, of a great recent discovery. April this year, scientists discovered Kepler 186f, a cousin planet existing in a Goldilocks zone of our galaxy, the zone whose environmental conditions most closely resemble those of Earth. Not too hot, not too cold, not too hard, not too soft. Suddenly, the possibility of extraterrestrial contact. Suddenly, the possibility of another world to live in, another world to find love in. Light years away, but I suggest our yearnings and desires travel faster than the speed of light. Therefore, I propose an engagement with this new discovery. Members, ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts.
Hello. I'm of short to medium stature. I'm very neat, sane. I like black and white movies and sitting around a fire. My favourite poet is Rumi. And I'm 54 years old.
Attractive, lady astronomer, amateur, looking for a gentleman with stars in his eyes.
Constant searcher with hopeless longings, seeks a fuel companion to boost my rocket.
I am just a small girl in a big world, trying to find someone to spin me. I'm looking for uninhibited adventure with a partner unafraid of the unknown.
We come whirling out of nothingness, scattering stars like dust. It renders all asunder, every atom turns bewildered. Dogs circle carrion, beggars circle tables, the lover circles his own heart. I just want to find someone.
Seconds and counting. T-minus 15 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me singing a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then you suddenly appeared before me, the only one my arms could hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked to the moon, it turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. You're very, very kind. I have to confess, I was a bit apprehensive about singing that number. The last time I sang that number at a meeting in June 1993, all the members came down with gastro. Thank you, Paul. Paul, has anyone ever told you that you have eyes like lodestars? No? Do you know what a lodestar is? Ladies and gentlemen, a lodestar is an old-fashioned word referring to the brightest stars in the sky. They were used as navigational points by sailors and such like. Of course, these heavenly objects were completely oblivious to their human admirers. Ladies and gentlemen, you know that feeling you get when you think you're looking at a shooting star and it's just someone flicking a cigarette butt? It's not what you were looking for. 8 billion people in the world, endless possibilities for that elusive connection, that meaningful other, but we just keep smashing into one another randomly, and the results are unpredictable, spontaneous, ungovernable, just like atoms, molecules, particles, just like everything really, all the time, everywhere. That's how life began, that's how we began.
In physics, we term this process baryogenesis. Hit it, Paul. We really shouldn't be here at all. We're only here by the slenderest of kinks. The universe began with equal amounts of matter and antimatter. These equal bodies of opposite polarities should have annihilated each other upon impact in a blaze of radiation at the Big Bang. But something happened, something intense that tipped the balance into asymmetry and favoured matter over antimatter. This caused a series of reactions that made life come into existence. It's called baryogenesis. It means the birth of matter. It's Greek. Oh yeah, I like Greek. I want to randomly crash into you, or maybe you, or perhaps even me, but I really want to randomly crash into you, baby. You want to come for a ride with Mama? Why don't you make yourself comfortable? While I make myself multi-dimensional and just a touch multi-universal, sweetheart. Salute! Yeah. How's the view from up there? I think this is ignition. Houston, we have liftoff. When a sufficiently complex set of chemicals comes together, life spontaneously happens, and chemistry can no longer predict the rich variety of behaviours. Oh, feel the heat. Oh, you can see that coming. Oh, big there.
What is unobservable, non-reactive, massive, and rather helpful?
I don't know.
Wimps. 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 Weakly interactive massive particles.
You mean macho? Massive, compact halo objects.
Yes.
Yes. Dark matter. The stuff that's holding us all together.
Yes. Stopping the stars from being flung off the spinning edges of the galaxies.
Whirling wimps.
Whirling. Could be.
What's hidden? Repulsive. Everywhere. And it's tearing us apart. Jealousy. Dark energy.
Yes, yes. Of course, dark energy. The mysterious anti-gravity force pushing everything out of reach.
And it's the biggest constituent in the known universe. 72%.
Are you alright?
Yes?
I feel like you're avoiding me tonight.
Why do you say that?
You just seem a little distant.
I have a lot of things on my mind.
Was it about the other night? Was it?
You are too pushy, Mr. President.
Treasurer's report.
opening bank statement at the beginning of the month was $248.70. This month we donated $78 to the Habitats for Mars project, $50 to Reach for Stars program, outreach for troubled youth. Our bar tab tonight is $65 and we spent our full budget allocated to costumes of $33.10, bringing our closing balance to $22.70. Still owing $24 outstanding membership fees. Unsettled liabilities remain for hall hire, public liability insurance and dry cleaning. I'd like to also remind everyone to leave quietly tonight after the complaints from last time. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you for that Treasurer's report, ladies and gentlemen. Next on the agenda, item number 7, the music of the spheres. You said the music of the spheres. It's not about me, it's about us tonight. Just get up there in the mood. where you get a chance to shine even more and blast your opponent out of the cosmic realm. Tonight, for our last meeting, something to challenge your artificial intelligence, something truly spectacular, our intergalactic quiz extravaganza!
in an Armageddon survival kit or a bottle of tequila? Who said, if you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, first you must create the universe?
Carl Sagan.
Correct! How many years does it take for our solar system to make a complete orbit of the Milky Way? 50 million years, 130 million years, 240 million years.
130 million years.
Incorrect. 240 million years. Which was the first animal sent to space? A dog, a frog, a fruit fly?
A dog.
Incorrect.
A fruit fly.
Correct. Complete the following. Newton's laws of gravity state that every object in the universe is
Attracted to every other object.
correct. On a clear night, approximately how many stars are visible to the naked eye?
Fucking heaps.
6,000.
Today is the peak of the sun's 11-year cycle. Solar storm activity is expected. If I am an astronaut in space, what is most likely to happen to me? A. Lose all data transmission and die in space. B. Contract radiation sickness and slowly die. C. Explode and die.
All of the above.
Correct! How much material falls from space to Earth every day? 1 ton, 10 tons, 100 tons?
10 tons.
Incorrect.
100 tons.
Correct. In which film does a band of righteous rebels hide out on the asteroid-pummeled ice planet Hoth? Is it Star Wars Episode 3, Star Wars Episode 5, or Plan 9 from Outer Space?
Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Rebels are hunted down on Hoth under the command of Princess Leia.
Correct. And impressive. Who was the first woman in space? Tatiana Kuznetsova, Zana Yorkina, or Valentina Tereshkova?
Carl Sagan.
Martina Navratilova.
Valentina Tereshkova.
Correct. Name the 4 films that the following soundtracks belong to. Paul?
Forbidden Planet.
Space Odyssey. When worlds collide.
And?
And there were only 3 tracks.
4, actually. Le Voyage dans la Lune, 1902. A silent film.
What is the average speed of an asteroid just before impact? 17,000 kilometers per second, 17,000 kilometers per minute, 17,000 kilometers per hour.
Per second.
Incorrect! 17,000 kilometers per hour. The asteroid is traveling at 5 times the speed of a bullet leaving a rifle. What does pulsar stand for?
Pulsating star.
And quasar?
Quasi-stellar radio source.
What is a supernova?
The explosive death of a star, culminating in a dark time when you are sucked into the gaping black hole of your diminishing brightness and all-devouring self-doubt. Correct.
Who would win the fight between matter and antimatter?
No one.
Correct!
No one.
True or false? The entire universe is made up of little bits of string.
True.
False.
No. It's true, actually. The universe is the most wonderful string orchestra. The different vibrations in the strings are interpreted as fundamental particles.
Where's your proof?
You've always been so frightened of the ultra microscopic realm.
Calculating such infinitesimally small deviations is not possible. If it can't be proved right or wrong, then it's not science.
Just be broad-minded. One universe is not enough. Imagine all of those black holes sucking in matter out of a wormhole and then out through a white hole into a parallel universe, a fecund multiverse. It's the one theory that brings the two major branches of physics together, the theory that Albert was searching for.
You wish. It's not even unified. They've ended up with 10 to the power of 500 different string theories.
And they've brought them all back together now, in the 11th dimension.
Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Correct. It's true. True. Alpha 1 prime star plus alpha 1 prime star is equal to 1. Alpha 2 prime star plus alpha 2 prime star is equal to 1. V prime 1 equals Rij Vj Rik Vk. Rij Rik is equal to delta J delta K multiplied by the absolute value of velocity squared. Vector V df is dl over V. dl is going through the loop multiplied by the absolute value of velocity squared. dx squared over tx squared times m is the form which is equivalent to minus 2
humbling and perhaps a little comforting to know that our humanity is the result of an accidental atomic reaction, that everything in the known universe literally has a common ancestor, a collective progenitor. There will come a time in the distant future when we will have no choice but to be smashed against the sun, annihilated in a blaze of radiation, and once again become a part of that stuff that stars are made of. After thousands and thousands and thousands of years, we'll be snuffed out, and that's the end of that. But you can be assured that it's just a speck of an incident in an otherwise unrelenting universe that is forever expanding, contracting, dying and regenerating, and that somewhere, somehow, sometime, another infinitesimal chemical anomaly will spark a new adventure, the likes and dimensions of which we cannot remotely imagine. And members, I'd like to conclude this last meeting with these words from the epitaph of two unknown astronomers. We have loved the stars too much to be afraid of the night.